everyone, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Debbie. Today on my channel we're going to be making some apple roll-up dumplings out of some crescent rolls. So stay tuned for that recipe. And as always, I'll have it linked in the description box below. I'm not wearing my contacts today, so I got my glasses on. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this apple. I'm going to peel it. You don't have to, but I'm going to choose to peel it. And we're going to get that peeled and cut up into little slices, and then I'll show you the process of making our apple crescent roll-ups, kind of like apple dumplings. I do have my oven preheated at 350, and I have a 9x13 pan. So let's get going on these. Look at this little cutie. Isn't that cute? These are my little juice cups. These actually came with cheese in it. I think it's called Old Sharp Cheddar or something like that. Old English Cheddar, I don't know. And I use the cheese out of it, and then I just keep it for little juice glasses. But I got this little bitty rose. When I brought it in, it was a rosebud. And it's opened up in here. It's been in here for like probably 3 days now. I put a little bit of 7-Up clear white soda in my water, and seems to keep them a lot longer. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get back to our recipe. I'm gonna bring you in a little closer so you can watch the process and not me. Okay, so I'm gonna peel my apple, and the kind of apple I'm using is a cosmic apple. These are my new favorite. I used to like Honeycrisp. I do like a semi-sweet apple. I like a little tartness to it. Like my Granny Smiths, they're very tart apple. I like making pies with those. Since you use so much sugar and other spices in your pies, those tend to work really well, I feel, in an apple pie. But just to eat, like with some peanut butter or just to eat, I like, used to like Honeycrisp, but the sweetness in those have tended to go away in my taste buds. So I turned to this cosmic apple, tried it, and I'm really liking it. So set those aside. And I apologize if you can hear music in the background. I thought I turned it down a little bit more than that. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I'm just going to tell on myself. I'm listening to Christmas music. I listen to Christmas music probably 300 days of the year. That's a lot if you think about how many days are in the year. I don't know. I just like that kind of music. I like country music too. But I don't know. I like the message in most of the Christmas music. Now this one has a little bit of core on this side. I'm gonna cut that off. You just want to cut these into maybe like eighth of an inch, 1/4 of an inch slices thickness. And I'm just gonna do one. We're going to see how far one goes, because you're just going to put 2 of these slices in each little crescent shape to roll up. So we're going to see how far this gets us. If I have to slice another one, I'll slice another one and eat what's left over, because that doesn't look like a lot. Okay, so we're going to get our crescent rolls and open those up. If I find the end. Hopefully it doesn't blow up on me. I don't know whichever. I was doing something with biscuits one day, and I was talking, and I set them down on the counter, and I started opening another can, and all of a sudden this went boom. Scared me. Ah, that was funny. So we're going to move this out of the way, or over here. This is a little sticky. It's probably going to stick to my counter a little bit, but that's okay. So we're going to unroll these. And I got this recipe offline. I can't remember who I got it off of. But I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, you take apart each little triangle. So you're going to get 8 out of here. Okay, so like that. And what you do is you just put 2 slices of apple. I might have enough. And that one's a little sliced. I'm going to stick another one in there. I think I'll just stick my apples in first and see what I have. I said a couple slices in each one. So if we have enough, we might add 3 to each one. Some of the slices are bigger than others. Some of the triangles are bigger than others. But I definitely think 1 apple's going to do it. Yeah. So 2 on each one of these. Let's put 1 there. Put another one down here. Hopefully you can see that, what I'm doing. 1 up here. And this one was kind of tiny. We'll give that one another one. We'll give that one another one. We don't want too many in there. It did say 2. I want them to cook soft, so cheers. Okay. Wow. So good. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to roll these up. I'm just going to tuck that end in a little bit like that. And then I'm going to place it in my pan. Let's get this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. The little part that you roll up on the end right there, I'm just kind of going to press that down, and I'm going to put that down. That side down in the pan. Some of these have a little bit bigger end on them than the other ones, but I'm going to pull that around like that and just tuck it over the top of the apple. That might help keep it in there. They're so cute. I probably should be putting 3. No, I think I'll just scoot them up. I did spray my pan just a touch with some spray. Yeah, I might have to do them this way. Remember what I say, don't do like Debbie. Learn from what I do. Your recipes will turn out better than mine. So let's get these rolled up in the pan, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, this is a little sticky here. Let me get this cleaned up and I'll be back. And just like that, we have our mess cleaned up. I have a stick to a stick and a half of butter in here. It's it was almost a stick and a half. And to this, we're going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to eyeball it. Wipe that off. We're going to add some cinnamon. The cinnamon's going to be 1.5 teaspoons. So here's the 1. And we're just going to eyeball the half. I think if you got a couple extra sprinkles of cinnamon, it's not going to be a big deal, is it? We like cinnamon. And then to the butter and the vanilla and the cinnamon, we're going to add 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to have to start storing my brown sugar back in the bag. I like storing it in this, but it's just crumbly. It's not staying soft. I guess you're supposed to keep wetting this, and I don't run to my cabinet and wet that, I guess, often enough. So anyway, we're going to do 1/3 cup of brown sugar, approximately. And that's going to be it. And then we're going to mix this until it's creamy. And that's pretty creamy. Like I said, I had a little over a stick there, maybe a stick and 2 tablespoons. You could probably get away with a stick. But we'll see what it comes out like, and then you can judge how you want to make yours. Okay, so we now have that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pour this over our dumplings. Ooh, yum. Let me get my scraper. Oh, this smells wonderful. And I really smell that vanilla. I'm so happy about that. You know, it makes me happy. Christmas music and vanilla, my joys. Of course, Jesus is my first joy in my life. Then my husband, my sons, my grandkids, my sisters, my cousins, my friends, YouTuber family out there, anybody I know, neighbors. Okay, then to that, we're going to be adding in 8 ounces of a white soda. So that's about a cup. I don't know if I should shove them closer together or just leave it like it is. First time making it, so I'm gonna pour it around the edges. Okay. And then we're gonna pop this in the 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes, and we'll be back to taste one. And I'm gonna get this all cleaned up, and hopefully I'll have this all cleaned up when they come out. And there you go. Don't you wish it was just like that? It's still cooking, so we'll be back in a few minutes. And unfortunately, my microphone died. The battery died. So please bear with me, but it is out of the oven, and I'm going to taste it. And I scoot the pan over so you can see the whole process. It's very hot still, but when I taste it, it is so good. Now, I can tell you that you could have went ahead and put 3 slices, even 4 slices of apple in there. The apple was cooked perfectly. Just a tad bit of a crunch to it, but oh, it was delicious. Now, I would put cinnamon right on the apples too, I believe. And the stick of butter would have been plenty. Even maybe 3/4 stick of butter. The stick to a stick and a half is too much butter. So just use about 3/4 of a stick. But I will say, I think probably the recipe that I did watch, which I don't know where I seen it, unfortunately, I think they might have used 2 cans of the crescent rolls. So you could always try that too. But these were really, really good. You have to try them. So until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.